Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another Sacred Union Energy Update, where we take a look at the Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine energies, either within yourself for that inner union, or if you are in a sacred partnership with another person who is embodying that masculine or feminine energy that you contain within. So, we're going to start with some oracle cards, and I want to say thank you to Julianne, who gifted me the Sacred Destiny Oracle deck. I popped into the post office, which I don't often do, and was delighted and surprised to see this beautiful gift. She says, your messages resonate to the core of my being. Much love and gratitude. So thank you so much, Julianne. I am very excited. I looked through these cards already, and they are beautiful. I love these decks because the artwork is just always amazing. So thank you so much. So we're going to be using this for the collective energies, and then I think we're going to pull a card for the masculine and the feminine as well. So let's get right into it. I am running a special for the 8/8 Lionsgate portal energy. So if you want to find out what's shifting on your journey or within your connection with this Lionsgate energy, I am running a special for $22. It is 3 oracle cards and some tarot to clarify, plus a final message. So do make sure that you check that out. Bookings are available on my website, www.susanddawnspiritual.com. All right. What is the connecting energy between the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine right now for this union energy? What is the connective union energy? What is the connecting union energy between the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine? Okay, we have the cards Patience and we have Focus. I just want to hold those up because I love the artwork so much. I'm getting pointed to this card in the imagery here. It has felt like it has been a journey for us. It felt like we were in the wilderness. It felt like we were very often left out in the cold. Both counterparts. This is applying to both counterparts here. It has been a very difficult journey of transformation, of ascension, of leaving behind old versions of ourselves. What I'm actually hearing is the old home within. What we thought of as home within, which is that old version of ourselves, which is the comfort zone, which is the safety, which is the survival. It has taken us a lot of courage and a lot of strength to leave that behind and venture forth into the wilderness of the unknown, which is this ascension journey. It has taken patience, it has taken courage, it has taken bravery, it has taken strength. It has taken a lot from us in order to recognize what is being brought to us in alignment. And so this journey has, in a sense, been very, very difficult because we have had to go deep within to the wilderness of ourselves and recognize our traumas, our heartbreaks, our pain, past life connections, past life karma. We have had to go deep within to heal and clear and bring to our awareness any beliefs, any patterns, any mindsets, any addictions, any habits that just are not serving the ascended energies of ourselves, that just aren't serving the highest embodiment of ourselves, which is love and compassion and patience and mercy and forgiveness. Those higher vibrations, that higher frequency energy. So it has been a very, very difficult journey. But what I'm actually seeing now is we are taking flight. This Lionsgate energy, what I'm seeing as a theme in those readings is remarkable transformation because of the healing that you've done, because of the clearing work that you've done, because of the shadow work and the inner work that you've done. You have stepped into an energy of self-empowerment, self-focus, self-love. This doesn't mean that you negate your partner. This doesn't mean that you negate the world outside of you. But it's recognizing that the world within you is the most important aspect. the world that you are creating within yourself in the highest vibration of love, then reflects as a hologram in the outside reality, in the outside world. And how do you embody that? How do you live every day in your energy of love? How do you live every day in your energy of trusting your intuition? How do you take divinely inspired action from that heart space, from that place of intuition, from that place of connection with God's source energy? This is all about you. This journey, this life journey, is not about the other. It is all about you. And that's not coming from a conceited or arrogant place. It is coming from the recognition that as it's about you, it is also about everybody that is here as well. Because everything, every living consciousness is connected. That is unity consciousness. And the more you recognize yourself, the more you understand yourself, the more you're able to recognize the consciousness within all. It is the connective energies with all and with God's source. The more you understand yourself, the more you recognize and are aware of yourself and your connection to God's source, the more you are able to recognize yourself in everyone around you. You're all unique threads in the beautiful tapestry of creation. That is the metaphor that keeps coming to me. All unique threads in the beautiful tapestry of creation. You are all drops of the same ocean. And so with that energy, you have to recognize yourself. And by recognizing yourself, you're recognizing that connection. But it comes down to you. You're having an experience for a purpose. You're having a human experience for a reason, to keep shining your light and to recognize that consciousness within all, to recognize the light within all. But you cannot dim your light for others. That is where you stand in your truth. That is where you follow your path. That is where you honor yourself. That's the theme that has been coming up, and that's what this Lionsgate energy is really showing us. It's showing us how to honor ourselves, cherish ourselves, and how to walk our beautiful, unique paths in that energy of self-empowerment. So when I say the focus is on yourself, I mean that it comes down to yourself. It's not about what other people are doing outside of you. It doesn't matter how people are reacting. It doesn't matter the narrative that's being spoken, because everybody is operating from their own inner reality. But that inner reality, that everybody's inner reality, creates the collective reality. And so the more you're staying in your patience, the more you're staying in your focus on your self-love, the more you're staying in your empowerment, trusting your intuition, trusting your path in the highest vibration of love, the more we are, and the more this other person is, and this other person is, and this other person is, and as a collective, we're in that highest frequency of love, the more we are impacting the collective consciousness in that highest vibration of love, and the more we are shaping our collective physical reality. You are meant at this time to rise, and you are doing this with a partner. You have been learning with a partner. I'm going to talk about that later in another video on my Ascension Connections channel, my sister channel. I'm going to ask them to pull back a little bit because we're getting a little bit too deep into this, more than I wanted to. So we're going to talk about divine counterparts in an upcoming video, so stay tuned for that. You are meant to be in your place of self-empowerment. You are meant to be rising. You are meant to be flying. And it's almost like I'm seeing this together. You are doing this together. You are flying. And the more that you fly, whether you're divine masculine, divine feminine, the more that you fly in your divine essence, the more your counterpart is flying along with you. You might not be able to see them in the picture just yet, or how they're flying alongside you just yet. But they are. Energetically, they are here. And even if you are in physical relationship, you might not be seeing how this is all playing out just yet. That's where you have to have patience. That's where you have to focus. That's where you have to trust and understand that you have been on this journey for a purpose. It has not been without reason. It has not been without serving you. So recognize the transformation within you. because from this wilderness energy, you are now in an energy of ready to fly and ready to fly alongside each other. That is what this metamorphosis, that is what this transformation has brought you both. All right, where is the Divine Masculine at this time? What's the current energy for the Divine Masculine, please? Current energy for the Divine Masculine. And current energy for the Divine Feminine, please. Current energy for the Divine Feminine. Interesting. Okay. I'm going to take the bottom of the deck as well. And I'm feeling this for the connecting energy. Okay. I'm going to start with the Divine Masculine here. We have the cards Trust and we have Solitude. I feel like Divine Masculine is learning. This feels like their feminine energy is really rising, where they are opening their crown chakra, opening their connection to God Source energy, and thus opening their connection to you, because you can't have that sacred partnership without that connection to God Source energy, because that is that Trinity energy that we've always channeled here. But I feel like Divine Masculine is really learning how to trust their own intuition within the solitude. I feel like these Divine Masculines that I'm picking up on, even if they withdrew, even if they, are quite introverted or shy, I feel like solitude has been very difficult for them, true solitude, because that means really going deep within and facing themselves, especially their shadow sides, especially the masks that they have worn. But I feel like this person, this Divine Masculine here, is really allowing themselves to go deep within themselves and understand themselves on a deeper level. They're showing me the water here, and it's like the depth of the ocean, to really go beneath the surface of what they have always known. And they're allowing themselves to really trust what they're seeing, trust what they're feeling, trust what they're receiving within their connection to Source energy, within their connection to themselves. And it's like they're fishing. Not fishing in like a negative sense, but fishing as in going deep, allowing themselves to retrieve anything, trauma, heartbreak, pain, addictions, mindsets, beliefs, anything, bringing it to the surface that wasn't serving them or isn't serving this current incarnation of them, who they are trying to be, who they are shifting into. They're learning how to trust the process here. They're learning how to retrieve it and examine it, understand it, in order to feel it and clear it. So they're really learning how to trust this process here. Over on the feminine side, Divine Feminine is taking action for herself. She's in a place of self-empowerment. She is really allowing herself to rise into her full energy. And it's interesting here because I said that the Divine Masculine is really feeling into their feminine energies. And again, we have both energies within us, and inner union is the balancing out, the recognition and the embracing of both energies, the balancing out of both energies. Divine Feminine really feels like they're in a state of accepting, appreciating, and embracing their masculine energy to its fullest potential. The past couple of readings, we've been talking about this, where the Divine Feminine is really learning how to trust her own inner masculine. This is her own ability to provide herself with a safe container, with a sense of security, with a sense of groundedness, and a sense of consistent presence. That is all masculine energy. And the more she finds that within herself, the more she is seeing that embodied in her outer masculine partner. Same with Divine Masculine. The more he understands his emotions and is able to receive that love and offer that love in equal reciprocity, in equal flow, the more he's able to feel into his heart space and trust his intuition, the more he's able to connect higher to himself. That is his inner feminine energy that he is then learning how to trust, receive, and give in equal flow to the outer divine feminine partner. This is all about, divine feminine energy is all about receiving, but in an energy of like receiving emotions, receiving love, so that you're able to offer that in equal flow, also going with the flow of things, trusting your intuition to take action. And the divine masculine, especially when you're in, for both, but when you are in inner union, you take action from that balance, trusting the intuition and taking guided action from what you're receiving intuitively. That is the inner union for both counterparts, for both parties. Because remember, the more you come into inner union, no matter if you are an embodied divine masculine or a predominant embodied divine feminine, that inner balance is crucial. And so divine feminines are really stepping into their divine masculine energy. There had been a little bit of a distorted energy here. For some divine feminines, they had been in an over-masculated energy. It was like overcompensating, where they were just taking action, because almost like a control area, because or energy, because it was survival mode. They didn't feel safe in the world. They didn't feel safe within themselves. They had to take care of themselves. They weren't able to receive. They weren't in their feminine energy, their predominant feminine energy. The more the divine feminine has healed herself and stepped into her natural energy, the more she has stepped back from the masculine energy being predominant, and thus she's able to come into balance. So with that balance, she's able to heal her own masculine energy of any distortions and take action from that predominant place of intuition and connection. Divine masculines predominantly take action from a place of logic, rationale. A very productive energy is the divine masculine energy, but they're learning how to balance that out with the head and the heart. They're learning how to balance that out with the heart space. Divine feminines are learning how to really rise into leadership, really rise into action, really rise into leadership and action, really rise into herself, but with her intuition at the forefront, trusting the insight that she's receiving. And if it feels like it's similar for both, that's because it is. That is the merging. That is the inner union. So divine feminines, I feel like, are being called in their own individual journeys, being called to really step up, rise up, and take action for themselves. This could be projects, businesses, career. This could be family life. Whatever this is, she's really being called to step into her self-empowerment. But again, it's taking action from that intuitive place. This feels so balanced. This feels so balanced here. And I was called to take this as a connective energy. We have stillness, and you have the swan. That is that sacred partner metaphor, that symbol here. But it feels like a very soothing energy. It feels like a very calming energy. It feels like a very harmonious energy. It feels like in the silence kind of energy, but the silence doesn't feel bad. It doesn't, you might be a little bit withdrawn from each other, but you're still so fully connected, and you feel it and you know it. This doesn't feel like stagnation. This doesn't feel like a stop in action. This doesn't feel like a lack of movement. This stillness just feels like connection. It feels like quieting the noise, quieting the chatter, quieting the narratives of the outside world, and just going deep within to, I'm hearing the word assess. So assess your connection, feel into your connection, really feel your connection in the stillness of the heart space, in the stillness of that sacred space within, in the stillness of your soul. That's what this feels like. This feels like connecting so deeply with each other, but without the noise of the physical world, without the chatter of the physical world, really connecting deep within. Really beautiful energy coming through here. Okay, I'm going to get the mermaids here. Nope, they said no. Yep, okay, this one. All right. Let's dive a little bit deeper and see what's going on between these counterparts. I'm having trouble shuffling today. Oh, but look what fell out. 4 of Wands. This energy just feels like your whole connection has transformed. And it's because of the work that you're doing within. It's because of the transformation, the metamorphosis that has happened within. Now you are embodying your highest self. You're embodying love. You are in the energy of just love of self and self-empowerment. That's, again, not to negate other people. That's not to negate the world, but you are walking your sacred path. You're in the energy of love and connection, and that is aligning you to connection with each other, which then has a ripple effect on the world and the planet. Okay, so let's start with the Divine Masculine here. Justice. Yeah, that's what this feels like. It's almost like I'm seeing this as like the mind and this as the heart. Balancing out the mind and the heart. That is exactly what is happening here. Also brought me to the 11 number. This is the 11 number. Yeah, see? They're really going within their intuition. I'm getting that they're also uncovering deep unconscious fears. That's part of this retrieval energy. But they're learning how to trust the process. They're learning how to trust themselves. And by proxy, they're learning how to trust the feminine energy within themselves, the divine feminine energy versus the distorted feminine energy that they had perhaps always seen reflected back to them in their world. Family members, friends, partners who carried the distorted feminine template, but they have been clearing that because they have been clearing that and healing that within themselves with the partner. And so the more they heal that, the more they're seeing the divine feminine in her glory, being able to honor her, and the more they're seeing you, divine feminine, the more they're trusting you because they're trusting the feminine energy within themselves. It's like a new clarity. It's like they're seeing things with new eyes here. Yeah, and the bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Pentacles. That's like you in physical embodiment. Because they're seeing you shine your light, because they're seeing you in the embodiment of love, they're recognizing that you have always been the embodiment of love. It was just their own distorted templates that held them back from honoring this, honoring you, from cherishing the feminine energy within you because they weren't able to access that within themselves. But the more they heal that within themselves, the more they connect to their own feminine energy and heal any distorted templates that the previous, their previous cycles had shown them, their previous experiences in the physical world had shown them, the more they're able to honor the feminine energy within you as their counterpart. One more card for the Divine Masculine. 3 of Cups. That's that union energy. That is that balance. And what I love about this is this feels like inner union that is shifting into that outer union. They're really, really transforming and balancing out themselves. And this is making them feel just joyous and happy and optimistic. And they did not have this energy before. They were not in this energy before. Yeah, the wheel of their life is turning because they are shifting, because they are allowing themselves to transform. This is a very, very different energy than the Divine Masculine has been in the past. I'm not getting any energy of resistance. I'm just getting an energy of just fully embracing this transformation now because they are seeing the change. They are seeing the change within themselves, how they are transforming, and how it feels like a better life for them, how it feels like just a better energy for them, how they want to embrace this new energy because it feels good. It feels like love, and they're understanding that it is love. It was just everything else that was getting in the way. That is who they are. They are love, but it was just everything else. Their stubbornness, their resistance, their past, their other experiences, their habits, their mindsets, their beliefs that were getting in the way of them recognizing that love within themselves. And so now that they're recognizing that love within themselves, they're recognizing that love with you. Divine Feminine. Let's get some energy for the Divine Feminine. What's the current energy for the Divine Feminine? Current energy for the Divine Feminine. Oh, that's too many. Current energy for the Divine Feminine. Judgment. That Judgment card has a similar feeling to that Justice card. It feels like balance. It feels like harmony. It feels like peace within. And from that new energy, that transformed energy, that higher frequency energy that you're now in, you are being called to just rise to the next level of yourself, which is that empowerment, which is taking the lead. Not taking the lead in connection, let me say it like this. Taking the lead for yourself, taking the lead for your life. Where do you want to go? What are you trying to create? Not sacrificing yourself, your needs, your wants for other people, but working in partnership with others, manifesting your dream, manifesting your creations. It's taking action for your life and not negating your life for others, not holding yourself back. Let's put it that way, not holding yourself back. This is you rising into your self-empowerment and saying, I'm deserving of this life experience as well. I'm deserving of having my wishes fulfilled. I'm deserving of having my creations come to full blossom, to full bloom. I'm deserving of manifesting my dream life too, not just giving and giving and giving to others. That's this energy here. And so you are taking action for yourself in different various pockets of your life. For some, it's going to be projects. For others, it's going to be career. For others, it's going to be business. For even more, it's going to be service. It's going to be relationship, family dynamics, home life. Depending on how it resonates for you, it's going to be various pockets of your life that you're just being called to just step into your full power and embrace yourself. Embrace yourself. And the experience that you want to have, just allow yourself to rise into the full embodied energy of love that you are. And the highest possible version of yourself. It's living your best life. Wanting yourself to live your best life and not needing to control how that comes to pass, but just taking divine intuitive action. The next step. That's the Divine Feminine power. She takes the next step, maybe not knowing where that's going to lead, but having a vision of where she wants to go and trusting the universe, having faith in the universe to bring that to her. That is the Divine Feminine power that she holds, the magic and the divinity that she holds, where she just trusts her intuition every step of the way. But this energy is about not holding yourself back, not stopping that momentum, not stopping yourself from living your best and highest life, especially when it comes to others. Six of Pentacles. Yeah, this is that equal balance. This is that equal reciprocity, that balance that I was getting with the Justice card here. Divine Feminine is so used to giving and giving and giving, and now she's understanding what it is to receive. I'm also getting this energy that she feels abundant. She is learning how to feel abundant in all areas of her life because she's able to receive. She's not blocking receiving from the universe. And the universe is going to give to her through various different means. For some, it's going to be, in some ways, it's going to be financial abundance. In other ways, it's going to be love that moves. Okay, this is what I'm trying to get at. The universe moves through people, situations, experiences. I'm going to share with you guys something that happened with me. I was sitting on the porch with my Divine Masculine and his daughter, and I was looking at our front yard, at our front garden. I'm like, I really want to weed. I really want to get this cleaned up. But I hate gardening. My Divine Masculine is amazing at it. He has a beautiful green thumb. But things have been, we've been very tired, working very, very hard. And so, it was just like, he's been taking care of the yard, but it was just like, we both were so tired that we didn't want to do it. And I'm like, okay, I'm thinking to myself, okay, I'm going to get this done. I want this to get done. We'll work on getting this done over the next week or so. Well, I come home the other day from running errands, and all of a sudden there's this stranger who's mowing the yard and weeding the front yard. And I'm asking myself, what is going on here? And I stop and say hello, and she introduces herself as the gardener for one of my neighbors down the block. And she said, I just felt like this is my job. I love doing this. I just felt like I wanted to help you guys out. And so I tried to pay her, and she wouldn't accept anything. And I realized this was an angel. Yeah, I've seen her before. You know, I've seen her mowing our neighbor's yard. But we'd never introduced each other. We'd never really spoken or anything. And I realized this was the universe. We had manifested this garden cleanup. Not wanting anybody else to do it for us, but she was doing it out of the beautiful well-being or the beautiful generosity of her own heart. That was the universe moving through her. You might recognize that in your own life. You might recognize you doing the same for other people when you want to add some extra on the tip, or when you want to say, pay a stranger a compliment, or when you sit down with a friend or offer your friend, take your friend out for a meal, or when you pay for a meal for a stranger, or whatever it is. Every kind gesture is the universe moving through you. It is the energy of love. And so divine feminines have been learning how to receive that love, however it wants to come in. To be in that receptive mode of receiving love and kindness and that higher frequency of love from the universe. And because she's in receptive mode, because she's able to receive from the universe, in which not trying to control how it comes in, just being open to receiving that love, she's able to give that love because that fills her up. The universe fills her up. God's source energy is what fills her up. Not needing to take from anybody. That's what you're learning on this journey as well with your counterpart. You have that within yourself. You don't need to look at your person to complete you or to fill up some version of lack within yourself. The universe takes care of that. You take care of that. You being one with the universe, you take care of that by being connected to the universe, by being connected to God's source energy. You're not looking outside of yourself at a relationship to fill you up. You already have that through God's source. And so if you're tired and you just need a little bit more love, or you need a little bit more comfort, isn't it amazing that at that very moment you'll get a text from a friend that maybe you haven't heard from in a while, just sending some love, just thinking about you? That is the universe coming through you, coming towards you, moving through other people in the energy of love. But you have to be open enough, receptive enough, to be able to be connected enough to receive that and recognize that you're receiving that through other people and through situations, and letting go of it needs to come through this one person, it needs to come through this one channel, it needs to come through this one avenue. Just embrace the receptive energy, and from there you're able to give more to the world. You're able to give more to your loved ones. That's the same thing with money, which is just another frequency of love. Money is just a frequency of love. We don't have to look at money or finances as something negative. Be open to receiving it in whichever way the universe wants to bring it in. But don't try to control the avenues. Again, connect to your feminine energy and trust the steps that you are taking so that the universe can align that towards you. Okay. Anything else? The Ace of Swords. This is just immense clarity, truth, understanding that is coming in for you that allows you to step into that higher sense of empowerment. Wow, okay. How about we get some oracle cards for how you're feeling about each other? Do things a little bit different today. How is the Divine Masculine feeling towards the Divine Feminine? How's the divine masculine feeling towards the divine feminine? It's funny, this card came out for a client yesterday. Memories and mystery. I feel like they're actually looking at you as kind of a mystery, but it's like a beautiful energy. It's almost like you're this mystical person to them. They're in awe of you. That's this energy that I'm getting. They're in awe of you. You're this mystical, magical, divine creature, and they're just like, what is this? It's almost like they're in awe that they could have you in their life. Oh my gosh, in bottom of the deck you have romance, and then you have that spark there. That they're feeling that spark, they're feeling that fire, they're feeling that flame. I'm getting called to take that as well. With the memories, I feel like they are really connecting. This has an energy of connecting to it, really connecting to you, connecting to either if you've been together before, then they're remembering, feels like all the good times. Again, they're just in an energy of just like, oh my God, loving you. And I feel like they're very nostalgic for you. It could be energetically as well, or past lifetime as well, that they're understanding or they're feeling or experiencing past lifetime memories of your love together, coming together. That might be, I'm getting a little bit of a mysterious vibe there as well. Like they're kind of, it's not confused, they are curious. It's like they're curious because they're feeling the full energetic throttle of this connection. But overall, this just has this beautiful feeling of just, their heart is open to you. They're feeling the love, they're feeling the romance, and remember, romance is an energy of love. It's a proponent of love, a way you express love to each other. They're feeling the spark, and they want to come towards this. They're drawn towards this, and I don't feel like they're resisting this anymore. They're drawn towards this because they're recognizing what this connection is, what it means to them, what you mean to them, and they want to be a part of this now. This memories energy also has this energy of future nostalgia. It's almost like they are daydreaming about future memories that they want to create with you, the way that they want to romance you, the way that they want to give to you, the way that they want to express their love to you, the way that they want to light the fire, put it that way. But in the energy of sacredness, in the energy of that sacred love, this is just really amazing energy. It's just this energy of they're just looking at you with fresh eyes. They're just looking at you like in awe of you. I'm not getting any energy of a mask here. I'm getting an energy of they're seeing you with the mask down. They're seeing you in that full authenticity. They're seeing you in your full power. They're seeing you so utterly clearly, and you are just this magical divine creature. And they're just in awe. It's like awe and wonder. And it's this yearning. It's this longing for you. It's this heart space, heartfelt desire to be reunited, to be united with you, because they're finally feeling the full force of this love and this connection and what it means and the magic that you create together. Wow, oh my God, that makes me want to cry. Holy crap. I'm just feeling this divine masculine, and he is just so in love. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. Divine feminine. Oh my God, I really want to cry. This is really beautiful energy. I haven't felt this in a really long time, you guys. A really long time in this reading. This is incredible. Divine feminine, how are you feeling towards your divine masculine? How are you feeling about your divine masculine, divine feminine? You both are feeling the sexual chemistry too. And remember, it's not just lust. It's not just sexual chemistry. It is the sacred longing. It is this desire, the sacred desire to be with each other. It is that union energy that you're magnetically drawn to each other. It is the highest octave of love. How's divine feminine feeling towards the divine masculine? get a couple more cards, please, spirits. 2 more cards. Thank you. Wow. Okay. Yeah, and there's that chemistry card. Okay, so here's what's going on for Divine Feminines. She is allowing herself to open up again. She's feeling that playful energy. She's feeling that flirtatious energy. She's feeling that sacred pull. She's feeling the love. And this flirtation energy, again, is not just lust. It's not just playful. It's not just in and out, hot and cold. It is that sacred desire. It is that pull towards each other. It is that romance energy as well here. She's feeling that between you two. She's feeling very playful with it. She's feeling very joyous with it. She's feeling in an energy of just, it's almost like, it's not intense. That tension, that intensity, that passion, that's what it is. It's passion. It's playful passion. That's what it is. Because it's not that like intensity, that heaviness, but it's still that passion is here. It's that playfulness. And she's learning how to drop the guard again, drop the wall, and just open up her heart again. I feel like what's happening here is she is understanding that need for the foundation of friendship and to express herself, to express her self, to express what she's feeling and not holding herself back for the sake of the divine masculine. She's just allowing herself to be open when it comes to love and what she's feeling. And I feel like she's really allowing this friendship, this foundation to be formed, and thus it's going to blossom into that relationship. It's going to blossom into that romance. It's going to blossom, but she's just really enjoying the energy of what is here now without holding herself back, allowing herself to communicate and be open with her communication, because that is feminine energy, divine feminine energy. That is expressive. That is doesn't hold herself back from her emotions, doesn't hold herself back from expressing love. She is the embodiment of love and thus needs to express that. This energy is, she is opening up to her energy of needing to express, needing to open up, needing to express that love. And that she's feeling that towards her divine masculine, the openness and she's feeling the passion, but I feel like she's enjoying the foundation of communication that's coming in, the conversations that you're having, the fun flirtations that you're having. She's just in an energy of just letting it unfold. That's what this is, letting it unfold. That foundation of friendship being formed here, that's the security. That's the healthy attachment. That is the consistent presence that is coming in. She's recognizing this because she's feeling this within herself. She's recognizing this within the partnership, and she's saying, okay, if I had everything all at once, it would probably trigger a huge tower moment for me because I wouldn't be able to trust it. I wouldn't be able to believe it. But now I'm in the stillness of this connection. I'm feeling into my heart space what this connection is, how this has been unfolding, how this has transformed. I'm connecting to my connection again without any walls, without any guards, just allowing myself to feel the love and for the love to flow to me. And so I'm just allowing myself to embrace the present moment, to embrace the now and let this unfold. And she's recognizing that it is unfolding. So a lot for the divine feminine, what she's feeling. Do you want to get a romance angels as well? She's just, I feel like she's just in this energy of joy and appreciation and acceptance of what is. Just appreciating what is being formed. Again, the communication that's coming in, the conversations that are being had, the vulnerability, the intimacy that is unfolding. But in this foundation of friendship, and this friendship is a sense of security and a sense of healthy attachment to each other. It's not the codependency of the past. It's not the insecurity and the inconsistency of the past. And that's why the foundation of friendship is so important here. That's why this relationship needed to unfold as it did, because it needed to release all the old templates, all the old toxic elements of what we knew of relationships in the past. This is a spiritual connection. This is a brand new template that is being created here, that is being understood here on this planet. And so part of that understanding is to allow it to just unfold, and that firm foundation in love to be had, to be created, to be built, and to let it unfold from there. She's understanding this and she's embracing this, which is what is creating this energy here for the Divine Masculine. Wow, okay. Divine Masculine. Oh my gosh. So the wedding card is my union card in this deck. Your person could be dreaming about building a life with you, family proposing to you, getting married to you, having a family with you, next level of commitment. That's what this really feels like. It feels like the next level of commitment. Your person really is wanting to bring this to the next level. Divine Feminine. I mean, you're recognizing that they're your person and allowing yourself to open up to this again, where before you might have been guarded, before you might have been detached or disconnected. Again, this is following up on previous Sacred Union energy updates that we've done on the channel just in recent weeks. This is you opening up and allowing yourself to trust in the connection again, to clear out the past. Again, Journey's End. I'll put the link to that reading in the description box below. Pivotal time for these divine counterparts, letting go of the past, letting the journey as you knew it, or as you thought you knew it, or as other people told you it was, letting go of that so that your journey, your path can unfold, your sacred path with your partner can unfold exactly in the perfect essence of what it needs to be. But you're recognizing each other in this connection, and thus it's coming into union. It's coming into the physical plane because you are just open to it energetically. Wow. Okay. What does the Divine Masculine need to know about their journey? Or about this connection? Let's do it like that. What does the Divine Masculine need to know about this connection and their own journey? When it comes to this connection, what does the Divine Masculine need to know? Two of Pentacles. You or your partner might be neglecting your relationship in favor of other priorities. Focus on the undercurrent of love between you to rebalance the connection. So this is that union. This is that inner union energy. And as they continue to transform and reach that inner union, that balance within themselves, they're going to be able to open up even more fully to their partner. Focusing on and bringing in that connection, that undercurrent of love between you two, rebalancing that connection, really bringing in that union, really bringing in that balance. What does the Divine Feminine need to know about this connection? From decay comes new growth. One cycle within your connection has reached its natural conclusion. Now allow your union to transform. That's that Journey's End energy that we've been channeling for the past several weeks. You have to allow the past version of yourself, the past version of your partner and who you thought they were, and your past version of your connection and the journey, the quote-unquote twin flame template, to come to a complete end. You have to allow it to end in order for this new to take shape, because you're different, they're different, the energy of your connection is different. So you have to put the past in the past, allow it to end and reach its natural conclusion in order for it to be rebirthed into this union, into something new. All right, I'm going to get a romance card. This is my new Written on the Heart deck, my romance-oriented deck. So what does Divine Masculine want to say to the Divine Feminine? What does Divine Masculine want to say to the Divine Feminine? My soul recognizes your soul. My heart recognizes your heart. That's exactly it. Remember when I said that they are feeling the full throttle of this connection? They are recognizing you. They are recognizing this connection. They are recognizing this love. They are feeling the full force of this now. One more card for the Divine Masculine to the Divine Feminine. I want to be brave for you. They want to take that step forward. They want to step up and be your partner. They want this to come into full recognition. And I do feel like they are working on this, and I'm getting the energy of the Lionsgate. This Lionsgate energy is really pushing you both into this new energy, pushing you both into this empowered energy, where for the divine masculine, it really feels like they are balancing themselves out. For the divine feminine, it really feels like this Lionsgate energy is pushing you to rise into your full potential, into your full power, and thus your masculine is going to follow. Your divine masculine is going to do this as well. Divine feminine to the divine masculine. What does the divine feminine want to say to the divine masculine? Whoa. Okay, we'll take them. All that you've said stays with me in the end. I'm giving you all my heart, and you feel like home to me. This is that opening of the heart. This is that trusting, that connection again. This all that you've said stays with me in the end. I feel like this energy is the divine feminine recognizing the journey thus far, and how you needed to go through all of these steps. You need to go through everything that you went through with your divine masculine. Your divine masculine embodiment, your divine masculine outer partner, was serving you as an ascension partner. They were triggering you not out of an energy of cruelty, not out of an energy of of difficulty or trying to be mean. If that's the case, it is not a divine partnership. It is not a sacred partnership. It is divine partnerships are always have that undercurrent of love. Divine partnerships always have that forgiveness and that energy of love. So your person was never doing it with the intention of being cruel or to upset you or to hurt you. They were triggering hurts within yourself. You were being triggered by them. In order to rise into your full power, your person was your ascension partner. Moving you through this growth cycle, moving you to expand, almost forcing you to expand through the triggers that you've experienced, through the experiences that you've had together. Even energetically, even if you're not in a physical partnership, energetically, you're being triggered to expand, to grow. And divine feminine and divine masculine, you've been triggering the divine masculine in the same way for their expansion, for their growth. But divine feminine, you're recognizing that everything that you have been through on this journey with your partner has been for your expansion, has been for your growth, has been to get you into this empowered energy here. And if you look back at even a few months ago, you're not the same person. You don't want to be the same person. And if you look back at a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, you're not the same person, and you don't want to be the same person. When you look back at the patterns that you were operating from, the energy that you were operating in, it is such a stark difference. And so you're recognizing everything that you need to go through to get to this point in your growth journey, to embody love, to really allow yourself to embrace and embody love in yourself, with connection to God, connection to your counterpart, and your connection to the world. All right, you guys, I think we're going to end with that. I am sending you so much love, so much light. This was a beautiful, beautiful reading. Thank you always for the honor of allowing me to do these collective readings. I truly love them. They are truly just as helpful to me as they are to you. This is blowing me away right now. Make sure that you stay tuned to my sister channel, Susan Dawn Ascension Connections. We'll have some more in-depth understanding of the journey over there. Send you guys so much love, so much light, and we'll see you next time. Bye.